Here's a question I want you to sit with for a second. If you woke up tomorrow and checked your bank account and it said $1 billion, what's the very first thing you'd do? Most people answer that question instantly. A house, a car, help their family, quit their job. But here's what almost nobody thinks about. That money wouldn't just change your life. It would reveal something about your life, something most people never get to see. And by the end of this story, I think you'll understand exactly what I mean. Picture yourself on an ordinary Tuesday morning. Nothing special. The same alarm, the same ceiling you've stared at 1,000 times. You're carrying the usual weight, maybe some bills you've been avoiding, a job you tolerate, the quiet feeling that life should somehow be more than this. You reach for your phone, half asleep, barely functioning, and you start scrolling out of habit. Then a notification. Your bank. You almost scroll past it, but something makes you stop. The number on your screen reads $1,000. $1 billion. You sit up. You rub your eyes. You look again. Still there. You check your other accounts. You read every transaction. No explanation. No wire transfer origin. No conditions attached. The money is just there. As of this morning, you are one of the wealthiest people on the planet. Now, what happens next isn't what you'd expect. The first week feels like stepping into someone else's life. You move, not just to a bigger apartment, to a house with ceilings so high your voice actually echoes when you walk in alone. Marble floors. A kitchen you don't know how to cook in. Rooms you'll never use. You buy a car, then another one. You fly somewhere just because you can. You sit in a seat on the plane that has a door, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it is genuinely good. But something unexpected happens alongside all of it. People change, not in a small way, in a way that's almost impossible to ignore. Businesses that used to make you wait now have someone greeting you at the door. Strangers at restaurants smile like they already know you. People on social media, thousands, then hundreds of thousands, start following your life like it's a show. They've been watching for years. And then the messages start. The classmate you haven't spoken to in a decade. The acquaintance who never returned your calls. Distant relatives who somehow have your new number. Old friends who just want to catch up. Your phone doesn't stop, and honestly, at first it feels wonderful. You feel seen. You feel important. You feel like you finally arrived somewhere you always deserve to be. But late one night, sitting alone in your enormous house that still doesn't quite feel like home, a thought slips through. Where were all these people before? It starts as just a passing thought, but it grows. You think about the version of yourself from 1 year ago, struggling, stressed, sending texts that went unanswered, sitting in a room that felt too small for the life you imagined. That person, the exact same person you are right now, was largely invisible to the world. So what exactly changed? You didn't change. Your humor didn't change. Your values didn't change. Your character didn't change. The only thing that changed was the number in an account with your name on it. And a quiet, unsettling question takes root. How many of these people actually care about me? And how many care about what I have? You decide you need to know the answer. You don't make an announcement. No press release, no social media post. You just start telling people privately, one by one, I lost it all. The investments collapsed, the money's gone. You're starting over, and then you wait. The first few people are sympathetic. Oh no, that's terrible. They say it the way you'd say it to a stranger. Then they get busy. The texts slow down, then stop. Invitations dry up. The business people who were so eager to partner with you suddenly aren't returning calls. The long-lost friends who reached out with such warmth go quiet without explanation. Within 2 weeks, your world has gone almost completely silent. Same person, same personality, same life, just minus the number. But here's what's interesting. Not everyone disappears. There's a friend who texts you, not about the money, not about a favor. They just say, "Hey, how are you actually doing?" There's a family member who calls. They don't ask about your finances. They ask if you've eaten. There's someone who knew you before any of this, who has never once asked you for a single thing, who shows up the same way they always have. Quiet, consistent, real. And in this moment, a moment no amount of money could have manufactured, you understand something that cuts clean through all the noise. These people are worth more than everything in your account. Not because they're perfect, not because they're wealthy, but because when the illusion of wealth disappeared, they didn't. The money and you still have it. That turned out to be the most expensive mirror you've ever looked into. It showed you with brutal clarity who saw a person when they looked at you and who saw a resource. It showed you that attention is not the same as affection, that admiration is not the same as love, that being surrounded is not the same as belonging. And it showed you something about yourself too, that beneath every dream of wealth, the houses, the cars, the freedom, what you were really searching for was something far simpler. You wanted to matter to someone, to be chosen, to be known, not for what you had, but for who you were. The billion changed your circumstances. The test changed your understanding. And that understanding changed everything. You stopped performing for crowds. You stopped measuring your worth in reactions. You stopped chasing the approval of people who were only ever there for the show. And you start investing deeply, intentionally in the small circle of people who never needed you to be anything other than yourself. Here's what I want you to take from this. You don't need $1 billion to run this test. Look around at the people in your life right now. Who shows up when there's nothing to gain? Who checks on you when you're not winning? Who knows your name, the real one, not the one attached to what you own? Those people are your wealth. Not because they complete you, not because life is easy with them, but because genuine human connection is the one thing in this world that cannot be deposited, withdrawn, or transferred to someone else's account. Anyone can be surrounded by people when they have money. The rare ones are surrounded by people when they have nothing. If you woke up tomorrow with $1 billion, your life would absolutely change. But the most important thing you'd discover wouldn't be how rich you became. It would be how many people were already poor without you knowing it. If you think you like this billionaire story, you already know why. Subscribe.